Hello, it's Mark again from Worth It Repairs by Mark, and today we're working on this pulverized iPhone 12 Pro Max. Look at this thing. Looks like a bullet went through it. I'm not quite sure. They just said that they dropped it. I don't really think that is true because I've dropped my iPhone before and it doesn't look like this. All right, so we're going to dive into the repair. We're going to grab this random piece that's falling out. Looks like the rear camera. Unfortunately, we'll have to still use a screwdriver even though it's so broken. We'll grab our P2 screwdriver, drop it a little bit, and then we'll pick it back up, and then we'll just start unscrewing the two first screws, even though it seems very weird to unscrew these screws when you can see inside the phone. But you don't want to pull it apart and just rip off the screen because you could cause a short and the phone won't turn on. I actually thought this repair was going to work. I'm doing a data recovery for a customer of mine. They said they dropped it, but they initially called and said they needed a back glass and screen. And once I saw the phone, I was just like, we are only going to be able to do data recovery. It looks like the 5G antenna part is ripped off, and I'm pretty positive it's still turned on even if it was ripped off, but it needs some parts so we could get it going. Look at that thing. A hole straight through it. The back glass on these are so hard to break. If you have ever done back glass repair, you know what I mean. I don't know how people break them, but they break, and it's very hard to do if you try to like smash it with a hammer. So I got skeptical in the repair if it was going to work once I saw the screen actually fully ripped off. So I wasn't quite sure if the phone was turned on. I was holding the board while I was screwing down these Y000 screws, and it didn't feel like it was on, so I felt even more confident that it might work out, but I believe all the connections are about broken on the phone. I believe we will get it to turn on here. We'll find out. It looks like this phone has gone to Batteries Plus, and it has that little sticker that means it's Batteries Plus worked on it. After we get this Y000 screw removed, this one where the Batteries Plus sticker is, I couldn't quite find where the screw is, so I just had to kind of work my tool around my screwdriver and try to find where it will seat into the screw. I just tried scraping it off a little bit. Normally I don't have such a hard time with these, but since the whole thing is like so broken, I just felt like all of this is a struggle. This isn't a normal repair video that I normally do, so please like and subscribe. Check out my other videos if you want to learn how to fix certain things. And this is just, leave in the comments below what you think happened. So I got some parts put off to the side. Once I get the screw off, I'll get the battery disconnected. I mean, that's what you got to do at the beginning of any repair, but this phone, like, you disconnected everything, basically. So, woohoo, we got the battery disconnected. I'm just gonna get this board out, and we're gonna put it in a whole new housing, and then also just like we won't fully install the charge port. To skip that step, it's a lot of work. So right here I'm using my plastic spudger to work my way around the connectors and just disconnect everything. A lot of the connectors were broken off, so doing the repair just didn't seem like it would be worth it for this person. I could do the 5G antenna soldering job, and you never know if it'll work afterwards too with that. I'm not like the best at all that. I'm sure there's people out there that say that's easy, but it's just like knowing the temperature to burn it at and know if it's seated on right. So we'll grab our standoff screwdriver and just start unscrewing the board, and we'll get this board taken out and we'll put it in the other housing. And what we're going to use to get it to turn on is the housing power button, a battery, a charge port, and a screen. We'll Frankenstein it back together. It will just be a way that we can like turn it on and connect it to a computer and back it up, and we'll get to that part in the next part of the video. I would love to see what you guys think happened to this phone and why her phone was broken. We will refer as a girl, and then we'll just sign in the comments below what happened. So you can see the 5G antenna broke off, and there is the SIM card. We're going to maybe try to connect it and see if that works, and if it partially worked for her. She just seemed like she was strapped on cash at the time, and it was actually really hard to get all the payment stuff over because her SIM didn't work in the other phone, and prepaid companies are pretty terrible at this. So we'll get the board put into the new housing here. I'm just speeding it up for you guys so you can just see if I get it to work or if this video is just a waste of time, and why would I post a video that would just waste a bunch of your time. All right, so we got the board in, screwed down a little bit, and we're going to connect some of these connectors, and then I don't think they all really need to be connected. I wanted to make sure Wi-Fi worked, but this is how you're going to do it, guys, is you're going to grab out your charger, connect it to the charge port. Don't have it plugged in, and then you'll connect that charge port connector to the phone. And that's going to save you a ton of time and also hassle on having to try to plug it into the phone while it is mangled on like this. We call it the Frankenstein repair. And we are going to do a Frankenstein repair, lay down the battery, and then you'll want to lay the screen connector on and give that power button a little push, but you'll have to plug it into the connector for the charge port for it to turn on fully. All right, so they did a little flash. That normally means it's connecting. So, all right, it looks like the battery I have is dead. It is getting full amps, and we got it turned on here. This looks like it's gonna be worth it. We will get this thing connected to the computer and get it all backed up, and this customer will be really happy that we were able to recover all their precious data and photos and videos and also contacts, messages. And we're just going to get all the app data as well because we're connecting it to a Mac using the iTunes backup, and that's the way that you get everything backed up. Best way to do it. All right, so we got it blurred here. I just want to protect my customers' data from everyone online, and I'm just typing in the passcode, making sure it's connected to the computer properly, and then we'll get this thing backed up. It looks like it turned out to be worth it. I was able to fix the thing, and also we could actually fix the phone if we wanted to, but to save time and money for this customer, we just ended this with a data recovery. Woohoo! Worth it! Worth it. Sweet. Not working.